Hey guys, I hope you're doing well and staying safe out there. My name is Sylah, and as requested by stream and one of our very prevalent YouTubers in the comments, I now bring you my beginner's guide to the White Mage, the big boy healers with the highest DPS potential. In this introduction, just like my Scholar and Astrologian guide, I will go over the main healing abilities, damaging abilities, useful cooldowns, and running off with some dungeon and playstyle tips and tricks. Let's waste no time and get right into it. Okay. To play a White Mage, you need to spam Glare, Holy, and then use Benediction on cooldown. Okay, that covers everything you need to know about White Mage. I hope to see you guys on livestream. See ya! But wait, you're still here? So that means you really want to learn how to use White Mage? Well, okay then. Let's go over the healing abilities that White Mages use in their toolkit. Starting with the Conjurer abilities, at level 2, Cure is our basic single target heal, costing 400 MP and healing for 450 potency. Cure is enhanced at level 32, which grants a 15% chance to make the next Cure 2 cost 0 MP. At level 10, we get our first AoE heal, Medica, costing 1000 MP and healing for 300 potency. This isn't used as much, but it's still useful to keep on your bar. Level 30 will give us Cure 2, a stronger version of Cure, costing 1000 MP and healing for 700 potency. As mentioned earlier, Cure has a chance to make Cure 2 cost 0 MP. And level 50 will give us Medica 2, costing 1300 MP and healing for 200 potency. While it heals less than Medica, it also applies a heal over time effect, healing for 150 potency per tick for 15 seconds. Now moving over to the White Mage specific skills, at level 35 we gain Regen, an instant heal over time, healing for 200 potency per tick lasting 18 seconds. With a cost of 500 MP, it's wise to keep this up as much as you can. Level 40 unlocks Cure 3, a very expensive AoE heal with a small radius. It costs 1500 MP and a cure potency of 550. Level 50 gives us our biggest healing cooldown and the main reason why White Mage is loved by the community, especially by Dark Knights, Benediction, healing for the exact health pool of the target on a 3-minute cooldown. In short, if the target has 200,000 HP, it will heal for 200,000 HP. At 52, White Mages gain a new resource called Lilies and can use Afflatus Solace at the cost of 1 Lily. Afflatus Solace is an instant single target heal for 700 potency. This skill is on the global cooldown and is very useful for fights where standing still isn't really much of an option. We also gain Asylum at 52, an AoE ground heal which ticks for 100 potency and lasts 24 seconds. Asylum is enhanced at 78, increasing healing received by 10% while in the radius. 56 gives White Mages the most powerful off-global cooldown heal, Assize. Not only does it heal for 400 potency with no MP cost, it deals 400 potency of damage to all nearby targets and restores 500 MP. Assize makes me as a Scholar main very jealous. At level 60, White Mages gain Tetragrammaton, or Tetra for short, an instant off-global cooldown heal with a 1-minute cooldown and heals for 700 potency. At 76, White Mages can use Afflatus Rapture, an instant AoE heal with 300 potency. This also costs 1 Lily to cast. White Mages have a lot of healing spells in their toolkits, and they also have some really great cooldowns from the early levels. Presence of Mind is learned at level 30 and reduces spell cast time and recast time by 20%. We call this the gotta go fast button. It does reduce auto attack delay, but why would you auto attack? At 58, Thin Air allows us to reduce all MP costs to 0. This is usually paired with a role skill like Lucid Dreaming for some huge MP regen mid-fight. Divine Benison is learned at 66, White Mage's only shielding ability. While it's lackluster, it's great to keep on the tank for tank busters. Planetary Indulgence turns White Mages into AoE healing gods. When casted, it will give every player a confession. When the White Mage uses Medica, Medica 2, Cure 3, or Afflatus Rapture, should it affect a player with a confession buff, it will trigger an additional heal for 200 potency. And finally, at level 80, White Mages become Angels with Temperance. increasing healing received by 20% and reducing damage of all party members within 30 yalms by 10%. For damaging skills, it follows a similar pattern as Astrologian and Scholar. I won't cover the basic damaging spells, instead I'll only cover the upgraded versions. Glare is our single target casted spell. Dia is our damage over time spell, which we should maintain as much as we can. And Holy is our spammable AoE skill with stuns. It also has the added effect of blinding half of your party. However, unlike Scholar and Astrologian, White Mages do have one extra damaging spell which is gained at 74 and is only usable after using 3 Afflatus heals. This skill is called Afflatus Misery and can only be used when the White Mage has a fully bloomed Blood Lily. We've now covered all of the healing, utility and damage spells White Mage use, and now for everyone's favourite part, the overview. Luckily, White Mage is super simple. In dungeons, maintain regen as much as you can on the main target, since it does make up quite a bit of your healing early on. Keep Divine Benison on cooldown as much as you can, the damage reduction really does help. Use Assay's on big pools or single target for some extra damage and healing. Abuse Tetra for its massive heal, it can be weaved into global cooldown windows pretty nicely. Use Benediction for those moments where spamming healing won't be enough. Keep Asylum down for some free healing. Throw in Medica 2 for some extra healing over time, that will allow you to focus on DPS more. And for the damage in the overview, use Glare as much as you can, maintain Dia on your main target, and when at 3 or targets or more, spam Holy. Just spam Holy. Unlike my Astro guide, White Mage playstyle actually does change in certain level brackets, and I'll cover it here. At level 15 to 35, we're relying on Cure and Medica for our healing output, as it's the only heals we have. When heavier damage is coming in, switch out Cure for Cure 2. As always, just try and throw in as much damage as you can. On AoE pools, try and put dots up on every target. From 35 to 45, you can start utilising Regen's Hot to give you some breathing room for some more damage. Use Cure 3 for some massive AoE healing if required. Presence of Mind should be used when you're at a boss and want some extra speed for damaging spells, or as an emergency cooldown for when big healing output is required. When you're in AoE pools at 45, instead of spreading out your dots, just use Holy and don't be afraid to spam it. Again, just spam it. From 50 to 60, start relying less on your casted heals and utilise Afflatus Solace more. Putting down Asylum for some free AoE healing is always great practice. Benediction should be used when you can't keep up with the damage, or ideally, when the tank uses an immunity skill in low health to instantly top them back up. Assay should be kept on cooldown for its free healing and damage. The MP restore is also pretty nice. When you're spamming AoE damage, throw in your Thin Air to negate Holy's 600 MP, or to reduce all spells to 0 allowing for some easy recovery. And keep Tetra on cooldown instead of relying on GCD healing. From 60 onwards, using Divine Benison on cooldown will further reduce healing need. Using Planary Indulgence alongside Medica 2, Afflatus Rapture, and so on will give you some huge AoE healing. As mentioned in the overview, using your Afflatus spells to feed your Blood Lily for a massive Afflatus Misery on single or AoE damage when available. Finally, using Temperance when damage reduction and more healing is required is always great to do. And that just about covers it. I really hope you guys enjoyed my White Mage guide. I do apologise if this came across as a bit sloppy. Funnily enough, I never play White Mage. I've always preferred the barrier playstyle, and White Mage just doesn't have what I'm looking for. It's indeed a very strong healer, and if anyone was to ask me what healer I'd recommend to a very beginner player, I'd most likely say White Mage before Scholar any day. If you guys enjoyed the guide, maybe you'd also like my Scholar and Astrologian guide. They're both linked in the description below. If you guys did like the video, I'd appreciate it if you left a like and consider subscribing. It's free of charge, only takes a second of your time, and you can always unsub if you change your mind later on. If you didn't like the guide, please leave a dislike and tell me where I can improve. I do read over every single comment and will reply. Leave any questions you have in the comments below. I also stream Tuesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday if you want to ask me anything there while I'm live. I also have Discord for my stream, You guys can reach me there at any time, link is in the description. And as always guys, stay safe out there. See ya.
Those hands and lights can't stop me. I just hold on for dear life. Yeah, I can't give up this feeling that I get when looking down from the sky. Now with you, now with you, high.